Hey everybody, Raccoon Ninja here, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Even though it is included because we have our handy dandy oxygen generation system right up here. It is doing a fantastic job. If we take a look, we are full of carbon dioxide down here. Holy cow, we gotta fix that at some point. Yeah, we're at like 1,800 grams. I thought it was 1,800 grams. Might have been 1080, but we got about 1,000 grams, 1,200, 1,300 grams of carbon dioxide down there, so we definitely want to take care of that. Let me change my live chat because I always forget because the YouTube interface, for whatever reason, is derpy and wants to do top chat instead. So, what are we going to do this episode? This episode, we are, looks like we're maxing out on oxygen here. So we're at about 1,600, like I said. 1,500 is about the butter zone. Once you get to 1,600 and above, you start to kind of max out, and it messes with your ventilation pipes, but it's fine. So we are going to finish this guy. This is going to be the big project. What do we have here? So we have one generator. We have our gas pump in. It looks like we're almost there. We just need our water filter, which we just researched 1 second ago. That is fantastic news. Do I want to do a deodorizer? Not entirely sure. Oh, that's polluted water. Yeah, so the only thing that we can do to get rid of the carbon dioxide down south is to use a pump or an algae terrarium. But as we saw last episode, the algae terrarium looked like it was broken. Let's just kind of double check on that. Consumes algae, produce oxygen, and removes some carbon dioxide. But this says it adds carbon dioxide. So yeah, that's kind of weird. I think it still works. I think just the tooltip is broken. So why don't we actually put one of those down? We'll put an algae terrarium down there at the lowest point that we have. And we'll get that bumped up to 9. Looks like they're doing their work, getting us some pressed mealworm loaves, which is awesome, just so delicious. We are going to go and work for refrigeration, I think, because that should be all we need. Yeah, that should be all we need for our generator here. Alright, so let's do... where is it? Refinement, water sieve. So we're going to put a water sieve in here. And then we are going to hook up a little bit of plumbing. Let's speed it up here. So we want fresh water. Actually, we want the polluted water to come out of here. And it's going to come up there. The polluted water is going to come out of here, and we're going to put fresh water into here. So, polluted water out, polluted water in, we're going to connect that. And then fresh water out, fresh water in, we're going to connect like that. And then, we're going to come over here, we're going to do a liquid bridge. Like so. And voila. So this is going to be our water processing system. And once we get all of this built, I'll explain a little bit deeper how it's going to work. But at the very moment, not much we can do. So we pretty much just have to wait until all of this stuff is finito. Alright, how we doing? So food, 20,000. Immune systems. Ooh, we got somebody getting sick. So... actually, yeah, we do have a laboratory now, so let's go ahead and put that in. And we will put in a sink, which is going to be medicine? Yeah. Boom. There we go. We're going to do plumbing. Let's get some good water in here. And then we're going to do a ladder. And we're going to do a pneumatic door. Yeah, let's do a tile. Why not? We'll do granite tile here since... oh, no, we don't want to do that. We actually want to make that a farm tile. Farm tile. There we go. Perfect. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put a pneumatic door here, and we're going to put granite tile there. So what we're working on right now is the latrine. So you need a toilet, you need a wash station, no industrial materials, minimum 12 by 12. This is going to be a minimum 12 tiles. This is going to be 16 tiles. So we are good. Let's go with some plumbing here as well. We're going to take our fresh water and we're going to put it... I guess we could probably just put it right through that wall there. Let's get some tiles in here so that we don't flood ourselves. And we are going to need a place to put our wastewater. Where are we going to put our wastewater? I think what we'll do is we'll give this a floor. And we'll make a little wastewater area just down here. Just a little one. We don't need much. Actually, we do need to come out that way. We'll put a ladder down here. And voila. Should be good. Alright. Let's put all this at 9 because we want to get this done. We need some power up in here. Alright. So, power, we need to hook you up. We'll just hook it up like so. We're actually going to have the tile go as a 9 so that we don't start flooding our area. Yeah. We'll do it like that. We will do it like that. Alright, stress is looking good. 5%. Whew. That is fantastic. We did take off our art student. We only have Ari and Abe here. And even though Abe is at one of the higher ones, he has a 0% for stress. So we're doing really super well there. Oh, no, that's exactly what I did not want to happen. Why didn't you do the tile first? Oh, it's going to be a bummer. Okay. Let's do you on the tile. Because you don't know how to do things in order. Fantastic. Come on. There you go. Alright, so let's mop all that up. And then we should be fine. And we have no research. I think I'm actually going to leave it at no research for a while just so that we have those 2 extra people working on digging and building and all that kind of stuff. So... yeah. Do we want to pressurize this? I don't necessarily think so. I don't like filling this area in with oxygen if at all possible because we want it to be filled with carbon dioxide. There's a couple of different ways you can do it as well. You can make this its own separate room, but for whatever reason I like this design. It works well for me. Right. Yep, you decontaminate all you want. We had our oxygen running again, and how are we doing down here? Emitting polluted, consuming carbon dioxide. Yeah, so it is consuming. It's just that the tooltip is wrong. So no big deal at all. Alright, these guys are going to town in this area. Holy smokes. You go. Alright, how we doing over there? Still waiting on some of this, and then I'm going to do final checks before we tear down this wall. So, let's take a look. So it's going to come out from here, and it's going to go into our generator. It's going to come out from our generator and into this vent, which is going to vent it in the atmosphere. It's going to go into this carbon skimmer, and then all the carbon dioxide is going to go away. This guy is going to produce polluted water that's going to fall down this ladder into this reservoir. The pump is going to take it up. It's going out here, in here, out here, and then into our sieve. And then out from the sieve comes clean water into our skimmer, and then out again. So yeah, we should be good with this design. We do need some power. RIP. Okay, so we do have to power this. I don't necessarily know. I don't think I want to hook it up to our other power system quite yet. So let's just do this. Like so. And then we're going to have some tiles down here. We're just going to do sandstone because we don't care. And voila. Wait for night to be over. Night's really boring here. What are we doing down here? Still need to get some power cables in. We might as well put in our plumbing here as well. So we're gonna go like so. And this is only temporary until we get another water sieve in. I just want to really focus on power generation first. Shiny nymph. I think that might be new. I thought the glow bugs were bigger for some reason. Yeah, I think that might be a new creature, or updated at least. Interesting. Hey, we got a new duplicate. See what we have here. Ooh, you're pretty good. Can't cook. Bladder, vomit. You're not bad. I think we might take you. Yeah, let's take you right now. I'll bring us up to 6. We're good on food. I'm pretty sure. Let's actually just increase the priority on those. And just got our natural gas generator in here, and then we can tear down these walls. I'm terrible with history. I have no idea who said that, but I said it. Was it Mr. Gorbachev? Gorbachek? Tear down this wall. I don't know. I haven't had a history class since, or a United States history class since 2002. So like 16 years ago. I don't know. World politics has never been a thing. Any politics has never been a thing of mine. But, yeah, especially world politics. Okay, you're eating. Hey, 24,000 or 23,000 and change at least. That is not bad. And voila. Alright, so let's... Oh, I didn't check power. Do we have power? We do have power. Alright, so we're good there. And are you gonna go? You gonna do your thing? Hey, look at that. Perfect. Perfect. And then you're going to go into the carbon skimmer. And the carbon skimmer is going to run at some point. So we are producing a little bit of polluted water down here. That's getting sucked up and going into our sieve. I think our sieve... no, it looks like our sieve has sand, so it should be coming out in any second now. There we go. So now it ejects some crystal clear blue water, goes through our carbon skimmer, and then on its way back over to our water sieve. Now, the thing about this system right here, this is fully 100% efficient. So once you get a supply of water in here, you can take off this intake, and you can let this run forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And you never have to inject any more water, polluted water. The only thing you have to do is fill this periodically with sand. So eventually, once we get a little bit of a backlog of water in our pipes here, I'm going to turn this liquid pipe off, and we're going to pump this into some other place that I will get into when we get there. But that's the great thing about this particular system here. It is a closed loop, 100% efficient. So it's doing pretty good. So probably what I'll do is once this pipe gets filled about halfway with clean water, just chilling there, that's when I'm going to turn off this liquid pump. Yeah, and it's a pretty nice system. You don't have to prime it with water. You don't have to make reservoirs. You don't have to do any of that. It's just 100% self-contained. And it's producing power for us, so we can actually disable building. I don't want to deconstruct it because once in a while, if you get a certain circumstance in here where you max out the carbon dioxide in this room, it can't vent it anymore, and say your water pipe is full and you haven't delivered sand to this in a while, things like that, it can shut down. It's pretty rare, but it can happen. So, but yeah, so we're gonna put that at like bare minimum battery charge. And our battery is fully charged, and we are good to go. And like I said, since we only have one of these natural gas generators, it only produces 800 watts. And these are rated to 1,000 watts, so you only need the standard wire if you have one of these. If you're producing 1,600, that's when you need to start using your power transformer or the larger wires. So just kind of be aware of that. All right, so let's finish this up. We're going to copy settings here. And why don't we actually expand this out as well while we're at it? We're in food, we're on farm tile. We'll go there and we'll dig out a 2 high, and we're gonna need to dig that out as well. Perfect. 24,000 food, plenty of oxygen. This guy's going strong, this guy's going strong, and we are looking good. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. And we almost have our second room in place. Oh, you broke. Let's do 9s on those. All right, and it looks like our algae terrarium is actually doing pretty good as well. So we have a little bit of oxygen kind of seeping its way down here, which is good. So it is taking care of a little bit of carbon dioxide. Eventually, one thing that you might want to do is you can make a funnel down here. So if you kind of follow where the granite is, this is a good spot where you can do like 4 wide, 4 wide, 4 wide, and just make some flooring that all kind of congregates into a 2 wide spot down here. And then if you put a gas filter down, or a gas pump down here, it'll take all of the carbon dioxide from your entire base and it'll funnel it down to this one gas pump, and then you can pump it up to your room here to have the carbon dioxide taken care of. So it's a pretty good system. We don't need that right now. Right now the algae terrarium is actually doing a perfect job. You can see that there's quite a bit of oxygen space in there, so it's fine as is. So let's copy settings, go like so. Our storage compactors are good. I might do another clear. Actually, we need to increase our items here because we've got some new items since we put in those storage compactors. So I just want to check to make sure every once in a while that it's not missing any items. So like if we were to take out this thimbleweed, it would no longer include that thimbleweed seed. So just gotta be aware of that. All right, how we doing here? So we have about half a pipe of stacked up water. So I'm going to disable this building for now. This is going to start filling up with polluted water, but since we only have one of these guys, it won't go very quickly. So it should be perfectly fine. We'll be getting our permanent solution for that in a little bit. All right, copy settings. And one more, and boom. Voila. Look at all that food. All those worms that were somehow growing. I don't know how you grow a worm, but... oh, yeah. The mealwood, they're not actually worms. They are just some sort of a grain that wiggles. It's kind of interesting. Meal lice, an oddly wriggly grain that can be harvested for food. So, yeah, they're not actually worms. Just in case you were wondering. All right, so what else do we want to do? We probably could start working on refined metal. We are going to need that fairly soon. All the rest of this stuff honestly does not really matter. These transit tubes are awesome, but they're so stupidly expensive that they're really not worth it. The luxuries, the comfy bed is actually one of the better items that you can do because it really gives them a boost to their sleeping, but it needs plastic, and plastic is pretty darn hard to get. So why don't we actually start working on our refined metal? That might be a good place to go. Mesh airflow tile next to the ladders will help CO2. Yeah, it's fine how it is. We are overpressured on oxygen, so it's actually forcing the carbon dioxide down anyway. I would, and I probably will at some point, once we start making some rooms and things like that, I will. The only problem is these give a -5 to decor. And it's not really worth the -2 decor to make all kinds of those. But yeah, once if I ever get down to putting in that funnel, I definitely will put in some of those filters. But by then we'll also have some more paintings and things like that. Why don't we actually do that while we're at it? So let's put in some paintings. Remember, always use granite for your decor items. Oops, did not mean to do that. Cancel build. Furniture, blank canvas. I usually just absolutely fill this thing up because these things are just so terrible for decor. -10 decor each at a 2-block radius. So it's 5 blocks of -10, so each one of these is -50 for decor. It's a lot. So I like to load up with paintings down there. Our farmers can look at the pretty paintings that are all absolutely identical for some reason. I think there's only like 3 paintings, and for whatever reason we got the same painting 3 times. Alright. We're looking good though. What are we doing on our room? We have a room. We have a latrine. Stress relief bonus. And then for this sink, we actually want to change it so the arrow is only pointing towards the door. So when they come into the room, they'll skip the sink, they'll go to the bathroom, and then on their way out, they're going to use the sink. If we look at germs, this right here is a germ generator. You can see everything in here that is all germed up. We're actually going to deconstruct this now that we have our lavatory here. And, oh, we can't mop that up. Really? Really? Ugh. Alright. Let me just make sure that we're good. Oh, we do not have the plumbing in because we're trying to prevent exactly what happened. Awesome. We'll do granite. And will you do it? There you go. So now it'll mop. So yeah, one little trick, if you can't mop something up, if you just increase the floor space, it'll thin it down enough that you can. What do we got here? Ooh, no. No. Never, ever do a flatulent trait. Unless, of course, you are doing a full flatulent challenge, which is a thing. I made it up, but it has to be a thing because it would be hilarious. Flatulent, they release natural gas randomly. Natural gas is heavier than all other gases, so it comes down the pipe here and it tends to sit on your crops, and it'll cause your crops to not grow. So it is, you can do it. You have to plan ahead and get some ventilation and things like that, and put a pump down here earlier and pump it out and things like that. I personally would not recommend that you do it unless you know what you're doing or you're going to a flatulent challenge. And the other thing I need to do is I need to take off art from you. Which, yes, I did forget about. Oh, yeah. Last episode, EP Geek said that I forgot to change that priority, and I told him I would fix it unless I forgot, and I would probably forget, and I forgot. So that's the backstory for that. All right, we are actually doing pretty darn good. If only they would mop up their pee. If they would mop up their pee, I would be so happy. You are getting deconstructed, right? Yeah. Wait a minute. Why are you painting? Because you're supposed to have art student to get the traits for canvas painting and block sculpting. But they're painting, and they're painting masterpieces. Oh, I shut it off before it was plunged. All right. Oh, well. So, yeah, I'm kind of confused at why they're painting when I don't actually have a painter. But I'm not going to argue. They're painting masterpieces, and they're not doing a food or a decor penalty for it, so I'm good with that. All right, and just make sure, yeah, these are all granite, which is good. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Now you can see the decor. It doesn't fully do it because this only has a 2 radius. But you can see the negative value is at -50 for the mealwood, and then +48 for the masterpiece, and then +12 for the blank canvas because we use granite. So it's not going to filter all the way down here, but it's going to make it a little bit better. And we do need to clear the debris from here because that is contributing a lot. Why don't we just do it all the way across here, just so we can get a good read on how much decor we're going to get from that. That's priority for new dupes allows art. It shouldn't, though. Because even though I have it set to the... as unemployed max considered art errands to be very high, but it still does not give him the trait of canvas painting. Unless, of course, let's look at who is our painter? I forgot. It is Max. So if we take a look at Max, see, current job is art student, but he's not. What if we take that off? And then we go back to him. Bio, current job, art student. If they master it, can you make them unemployed and pending no job? I'm so confused. Oh, if they master it, can you not take them off of that profession anymore? Yeah, because I'm wearing a hat. I am so super confused. Actually, oh, is that why? Has he actually just never gone to the job board since I unassigned that? That would actually be entertaining. If he is that incredibly lazy that he hasn't made it over to the job board yet. That is super interesting. Oh well, let's put Max back on that job just until he finishes up those 2 paintings. That is super weird. The game mechanics in this baffle me at times. But what are you gonna do about it? Alright, so we're still good there. And voila. So we've got a couple self-sustaining systems, which are my absolute favorite. Alright, so let's take a look at decor again. Hey, look at that. It's all green. Total decor is +76, even though we have a -50 from the mealwood. That is pretty awesome. We do need to fix this up a little bit. So why don't we do a resource clear on that. And we're going to set this to only polluted water. And we'll set that to a 9. No, we'll set it to a 6. Why not? Just a little bit higher. Just so we can make sure that we get rid of it. We do need to mop up all that polluted water as well, so that it doesn't taint our water supply. CO2 is building up the right. It's fine. The mealwoods are perfectly fine in atmospheric carbon dioxide, so you don't actually have to worry about carbon dioxide buildup. I know they can't breathe over there, but they never spend any time there, so. We are almost at the point. I put a second ladder system in on the kind of where the granite is on both sides of these, just so that they have multiple ways kind of getting up and down and things like that. So once we put that second ladder in, it'll help a little bit. Yeah, we have 3,000 grams of carbon dioxide. I think 4,000 is max on that, so we do need to start thinking about pumping it out. So why don't, yeah, I think what we're going to do, once they clean up this mess here, we're going to continue the ladder down. All right. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Actually, did we get... No. Oh, yeah, we did get it. Food. Refrigerators. Let's put a couple of refrigerators in here, so we can stop using this ration box. Alright, let's increase priority on that. And we're going to do all... And we're going to set this to 9. Copy settings. Boom. Just so that they always make sure that they put their food away in the refrigerator so it doesn't sit in the fields here. Holding breath. I think it... I don't know if it increases stress. We got a stressed out one. Holding breath. And stress. Decor expectation -20. Sopping wet. Nice bathroom. Yeah, so holding breath does not increase stress. If their oxygen level goes too far down, it will, because they'll start getting into suffocating, and then they'll get increased stress. What are you guys? Pressure's halted. Why is pressure... Why are we not producing enough oxygen here? Are we really at the point where we need a second one of these? I don't think 6 duplicants needed more than 1 electrolyzer, but I guess they do. Alright. Yeah, we can put a second one in here. Why not? Alright. Liquid plumbing we have in there. We'll do the electrolyzer. Ventilation, we'll do the gas pump. And then we're going to bring it all the way down here. And then we are going to do like so. And we're going to do a gas filter. Same thing we did before. We need to power it like so. And there we go. So once that builds, it should give us double the oxygen output. All right. So we're good down here as well. So let's... Oh, we have a ladder there. It's just covered in sand. Alright, so let's bring our ladders down here. And I think I'm going to put our carbon dioxide pump down here. And then that should be good. Then we can always put the... yeah, I guess we could put the airflow tiles in here, because there is a little bit of carbon dioxide building up on this level. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. And then we're going to do ventilation. We'll do a gas pump. Let's try to find the center here, actually. should be where our little portal is here. So we're just going to go all the way down and kind of at the bottom of where the granite is. Yeah, that's probably a pretty good spot. There we go. And can't put in a ladder until we get rid of that guy. Boom. Got some more duplicates here. Ooh, irritable bowel, diver's lungs, grease monkey, ugly crier. You're not bad. Tinkering and athletics. Don't have any strength. We don't really need tinkering. Yeah, we do need tinkering. Because we are going to need some people to run like our metal refiner and stuff like that. So it might be a good thing. Alright. Get some handy dandy oxygen coming up, and then all this carbon dioxide should flow down. Let's actually clear that out as well. We're going to do tile granite. Actually, I'm going to cancel that. We're just going to dig that out. I will put a... We'll do an airflow tile. Doesn't really matter. They cost the same, and they pretty much do the same thing, except one holds back liquid. I like to make sure that if we have any liquid, that it does go directly down the ladder, and then we can have like a little reservoir down here, just in case someone does piddle the floor. Do I want you? I think I might want you. That might be good. Let's make another barracks over here. Do granite tile. And we're going to do like 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can't click, which is fantastic. Go all the way across. There we go. And then we're going to do pneumatic doors on here so that we can put one more room next to them. Actually, I think we want to do it out just a little bit. We'll do it there and there. The reason being, if we do still use these rooms near the end of the game, I want to be able to put in those comfy beds. And the comfy beds are 4 wide. Alright, perfect. We'll do a 9 upward just so we can get that going. And then we need to get some power down here, so let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to need ventilation as well. I'll do... Yeah, I think we're going to do a little bit of a change here. Oops. And then we're going to go ventilation again. And then we're going to come all the way back up here. Boom. Then we'll do a gas vent, like so. There we go. I'm actually going to deconstruct both of these. That one I'm going to deconstruct permanently, I think. Yeah. And then we'll put them on this side. So ventilation over. Do I want to do up there? I don't think I do. Then we'll just do a gas vent. Oxygen goes up anyway, so it'll find its way up there. Did I not put power up here? I did not put power up here. So let's go ahead and do that. We're doing on oxygen. Yeah, our oxygen's considerably low for some reason. Very interesting. There we go. So now what this should do, so this is a self-contained system. It's running 1 pipe, 1 pump, 1 electrolyzer, 1 filter, and it can barely keep up. By increasing the amount of hydrogen that we're creating, we're actually going to increase the efficiency of this. That is not the case as you expand. If you get all 5 of these, it will not be able to keep up. So just kind of keep an eye on this. Even though it is producing twice as much hydrogen, there is a little bit of inefficiency in the system. There we go. Now we're looking better. Now we got a full pipe of oxygen. And once it gets a little bit charged up, are you going to be a derp? All right. We'll leave it for now. Hopefully one of our duplicants will go and fully charge that battery. Otherwise, we'll have to hook it up to the power grid. But I like to keep this as self-sustaining. I don't know why. It's just something that I do. One of the problems is if you hook this up to the main power grid, this hydrogen generator is absolutely useless. It does nothing because this produces all the power you need. So all this is doing is just taking hydrogen out of the environment. Eventually that is a good thing. Once we get out, if we ever get to the point where we want to use the hydrogen cooler thingy mabobber, then we don't actually need the hydrogen generator because we're going to want to produce hydrogen for that. But we are definitely not anywhere near needing that yet. I can never remember the name of it. It's some stupid name. Alright. Good. So let's put a ladder down here so they can start working on that stuff. Yeah. Where are you? Rotten meal lice. Huh, interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen one of those before. Weird. Weird. How are we doing on rooms? We still need them to build these so that we can get our stamina bonus back. And then let's throw tile, like so. And then we're going to destroy that. That'll be good. Perfect. Perfect. How are we doing on time? We're actually almost out of time here. Entropy nullifier. Thank you. That is the one. If you're wondering, if you're on this map, the entropy nullifier is here, I think. Let's go to... yeah, I think it's right in here somewhere. I can't remember the exact location. I think it's right here, though. I can't remember if there's neutronium on that. Does not appear so, because I don't see any neutronium. But yeah. So that's where the entropy nullifier is, if anybody is interested in seeking it out. It is buried 100%, though, so you really have to go digging for it. Composter for rotten stuff. I usually don't. Usually what I do, my solution for it is I put a storage compactor down in an area that nobody ever goes to. And then I put all the rotten stuff in there. So, it is the super lazy way of doing it, but it works. Yep, so we have our metal refinery, so we'll be able to start getting metals. That is about it. The petroleum generator, we need a lot of metals for, and there's a new generator, the steam turbine, that requires metal and plastic. So you have to have plastic before you can do the steam turbine. So why don't we start working on the stuff for plastic as well. So we've got to refine metals to be able to make the oil stuff, and now we can make the oil stuff so that we can make plastic. That sounds like it's a good plan. All right, let's do a storage compactor down yonder. And then we're going to take this and we'll do all seeds. Organic, we're going to do no rot pile, no polluted dirt, no... I can't remember if slime gives off... Yeah, slime does give off polluted oxygen. So we could probably take that away. And then agriculture... We don't have any of that, so that's fine. All right, and then copy settings, drag it along. We actually do need a couple more storage compactors up here. And then this storage compactor is going to be designed for the stuff that's rotten. See all those puffs of polluted oxygen. Yeah, the steam turbine is a huge, huge hassle. It is really nice, though. You know, to be fair, it is actually super duper handy because it's just steam, and you get steam from your steam geysers. So you have kind of like unlimited water. But yeah, at that point, once you get to the steam turbine, you really should not be having power problems anyway. So it's kind of moot. Copy settings, drag across, and voila. All right, and our carbon dioxide is getting pumped out. I do need to put a filter in here, actually. So let's do deconstruct. I did forget to put that down here. Gas filter, and we're going to do in and out. No. Deconstruct. Then ventilation, gas pipe. We'll do gas pipe, deconstruct, deconstruct. And then we're just going to do... yeah, might as well. Let's do a gas vent here and a gas pipe there. We'll change this to carbon dioxide. So what you don't want to do is pressurize this with anything but carbon dioxide. So you can see that it has a little bit of oxygen in there. It's not too bad because it's only like, that's like 1,300 grams. And it's got a little hydrogen in there too. Eventually what I might do is put a pump in there just to kind of pull everything out. Because all we really want to have in here is carbon dioxide. Generator help clean up faster. Yeah, it might. We're actually pretty good though. If I honestly set everybody to cleaning up, like there's very little debris around here. Why don't we just do a full base clear? Yeah, there's honestly not that much. So around here there was a couple pieces, there's some there, and then a lot from here where we were doing all our construction recently, but otherwise it's very clean around here. So yeah, good times, good times. Alright, well, I think that is going to do it for this episode. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or suggestions of anything that you want to see in a future episode, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below or hit me up on Discord. It's linked in the comments. I'm usually there an hour or two before and after every stream, so we can chat and you can say whatever you want to say. If you like the episode, hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. If you're new here, definitely subscribe so that you can continue to see this content, and I know that you want to come back, which makes me all warm and fuzzy on the inside, which everybody I know wants. You want to make me happy and not make me sad, because if I'm sad, then my content is sad. But I'll probably still make content anyway, even if you don't. So it's up to you. I hope you come back though, so that's kind of a goal of mine. But yeah, so that's gonna do it for this episode. Take care and see ya next time.